Willkommen zurück, hier bei Jenny LeClue, Detectivu. Ja, wir haben in der letzten Folge das Rätsel um die verlorene Brille gelöst. Unseren ersten bezahlten Fall. Wir haben zwar irgendwie nur gefühlt 25 Cent gekriegt. Aber besser als gar nichts. Genau, Schild gelesen, das haben wir ja schon. Ja genau, hier waren ja die beiden DJs, die es verkackt haben.
Are you ready, Keith?
Wow, what an amazing detective.
Glasses on her head. Who could have guessed? Oh, you heard.
Whatever would we do without Master Investigator Jenny LeClue?
I thought it was pretty cool, Jenny.
Boah, die soll die
And a
Schnauze
whole
halten, ey.
nickel. You must be so excited.
Yeah, that's more than her mom makes in a month.
Alter!
Come on, guys. Let's all just... Hey, Jenny, my grandma called. She wants her sweater back.
Können wir irgendwie boxen
How
oder
wonderful
so?
it was to joke around with friends.
I've had enough of this.
Ja, mach sie fertig. Mach sie fertig, ey. Richtig gemein sein.
Skirt ironed but unevenly. The work of a distracted housewife. Brand new, hideously overpriced shoes. Overcompensating father. Your dad's sleeping with Deborah's mom again, isn't he? What? No! How do you... Shut up, Jenny! You don't know anything!
Wow, Jenny, that was cruel.
Ja, ich
Who
weiß.
even says something like that?
Ja,
Aw, don't cry, Veronica. She's just a weirdo nobody!
Jenny LeClue?
And in the case of the missing friends!
Yeah, good one, Veronica. Come on, let's get you home.
ja, er hat sie
you
echt nicht
coming,
anders verdient, ey.
Thanks for the coffee, Kate. And the extra sugar.
Of course. It's...
Nothing special at all, and the same thing he does for everyone. Oh, okay. See you around, Keith.
Die scheint ja irgendwie ganz nett zu sein, aber die anderen,
Well,
ey, die haben das
that
nicht
went well.
anders verdient.
Shall we?
Yeah. I've got no customers now anyway.
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I'm so tired of these simple cases. Ugh. How am I supposed to become a real detective if there are no real crimes to solve?
You help that old lady?
Wo holen die Steine denn
Don't
her?
worry.
Thanks, Keith. But it was stupid, and everyone knew it. Including your girlfriend.
She's not my...
And you really mustn't let them treat you like that. You should stick up for yourself.
They don't mean anything.
Sometimes you just gotta speak up and say how you feel.
Well,
You can't just let people walk all over you, Keith.
Wie sie es
Okay.
gerade tut.
It doesn't matter anyway. Nothing's gonna change. Not in this ghost town.
It's not so bad.
Don't you ever wonder what it would be like to live somewhere else?
Oh, not really.
Who am I kidding? There is nowhere else. Not for miles.
Boah, kann jetzt mal einer das Schild treffen, ey.
shucks.
I see practice is going well. Is your dad still pressuring you to play?
Well,
Come on, Keith. You hate basketball. And tough love? But you're the worst player on the team.
not the word.
Well, on the bench anyway. Why don't you just tell him you don't want to play anymore?
It's a Strasberry tradition.
That's my point, Keith. This whole town is dead, stuck in the past. Everyone is just doing what they're told without questioning why. Where's the ambition, the sense of adventure?
Are we still talking about basketball?
Künstlerwurf. Ach, das ist doch...
How's your mom?
She seems distracted. Normally, she's so focused on her job. I mean, it's understandable. It's been almost a year since... And now she's planning to go away for the weekend. And she still won't tell me why.
Yeah?
She was definitely acting weird earlier.
Maybe she's lonely?
You know what? You're right.
I am?
She shouldn't be alone right now. Actually, your dad told me they were meeting in the library. We're going to need supplies. 2 of Mr. Bean's finest, please. To go, of course. Here is my payment in full.
That's a nickel.
Put the rest on my tab? Thanks for the pep talk, Keith. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Last stone. You want it?
Ach komm, wir lassen ihn werfen.
You take it. You need to practice.
Here goes nothing.
Jawohl!
3-pointer!
Nice one, Keith. Maybe your luck's finally changing.
Oh oh.
Keith was an excellent listener. Or maybe he just didn't speak much. Either way, Jenny really enjoyed their little talks. He was the only person who really seemed to understand her. Jenny biked briskly towards the library back on campus to surprise her mother. Nothing exciting ever happens here, she grumbled, unaware of the great adventure that lay in store just around the corner.
Ah, nicht, dass der die Mutter jetzt bei was ganz anderem überrascht, ey. Ah, das wäre natürlich nicht so geil. Wobei, mit dem Dekan weiß ich ehrlich gesagt nicht. Achso, wir dürfen uns bewegen. Okay. Die Bibliothek war ruhig. Zu ruhig.
Gerald Strasberry. Cornelius Strasberry. It's a wall of Strasberries.
The Strasberry lineage stretched back to the very
Alter,
founding of the
krass.
university. There had been a Dean Strasberry at Gumboldt for over 150 years.
There won't be for much longer. The dean's retiring, and the only Strasberry left is Keith. And he's not exactly the academic type. No one on duty. A book thief's paradise. There's a note on the desk.
Memo. Dieser Mann hat aufgrund vergangener Vorfälle nichts mehr in der Bibliothek verloren. Könnte Hut und oder falschen Bart tragen. Bitte aufmerksam sein. Irgendwer lässt Bücherwagen im Ruhebereich. Bitte denken Sie dran, Wagen zum Empfang zurückzufahren. Und stellen Sie sich nicht darauf. Es gibt Gründe, warum wir Leitern haben. Geil. Ich will das da. Neuer Sticker. Geil. Okay. What? Das war ein
That was
Kronleuchter,
weird.
ey.
Hello? Mom? Mr. Strasberry? Anybody?
Jenny's words echoed through the library.
Something's not right here.
A mystery was unfolding.
Whatever it is, I'll get to the bottom of it.
Na klar. Die ruhige Bibliothek. Zu ruhig. Okay. Na dann wollen wir erstmal gucken. Genau, wo sind alle abgeblieben? Okay, mehr haben wir noch nicht. Vielleicht können wir hier noch mehr inspizieren. Okay, ne, da können wir nichts mehr mitmachen. Oh, da ist doch was. Was spüren meine Detektivsinne? Ah, da.
Les Stroudsbury, Gumbold's 21st and jolliest dean, smiled down at Jenny.
Looking a bit wonky today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
A pair of wires ran down the wall and disappeared behind the painting.
It's too high to reach. What are you hiding back there?
Okay.
The chandeliers that adorn this library are made from rare Arthurtonian quartz, kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation.
The Glatz family was one of the oldest in town. They were the first to mine the valuable quartz deposits beneath Arthurton, and as such, they became incomparably wealthy.
And they sure like to let everyone know it.
Okay. Bestimmt ist sie eine von diesen blöden Zicken da vorhin auch so eine Glatz gewesen. Und die eine war doch irgendwie so reich, hat sie gesagt, ne? So, da müssen wir uns jetzt irgendwie so einen Bücherwagen holen, damit wir hinter das Porträt da kommen können.
Laddertron 5000. The pinnacle of remote ladder and bookcase technology. Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation.
Ja, den will ich haben. Kann ich hier nicht? Nee. Oh, das sieht nicht gut aus.
Whoa! Dangerous!
The newly installed ladder system was prone to malfunction.
Should have kept the old wooden ladders. They never tried to electrocute me. I need to find a way to turn the power off.
Na gut. Vielleicht hier an dem Ding hier.
Jenny gazed at the technological marvel of Laddertron 5000.
Seems pointless. It's not hard to move a ladder. Sometimes it feels like some unknown force is just trying to slow me down.
Ja, okay. Warte mal, wo sind wir denn? Okay, das hat gar nichts gebracht. Jau.
No good. I don't think I'll be able to move the ladders while the electricity is on.
Okay, dann müssen wir irgendwie den Strom ausmachen. Warte mal, was denn, wenn wir das so machen? Ah, nein. Ja, ja, bla bla bla. Habt ihr ein Muster erkannt? Ich irgendwie nicht. So, warte mal. Der bewegt die mittlere, der wahrscheinlich die ganz vorne und der dann die hinterste. Zum Glück ist das überhaupt nicht laut. Alter Belly, ey. Warte mal, wenn das so gemacht ist. Verdammt. Warte mal, die mittlere vielleicht nach rechts. Okay, und jetzt die vorderste nach links. Ja, fast. Also glaube ich. Ich weiß noch gar nicht, wo ich das hinbewegen muss. Okay, nee. Erfolg!
Jenny was notorious for climbing book carts.
It's the only way to reach the highest shelves. In fact, this could be useful.
Na klar.
But something else had caught her eye.
This table's a complete mess. Who would leave it like this?
Zack, 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 zack. Wir analysieren. CJ.
Illegible scribbles, intricate diagrams of giant machines, a worn copy of Aliens in Arthurton.
Jenny knew only one person could have been sitting here.
CJ. It's odd, though. He usually hides everything when he's finished. What's this?
A tattered piece of paper with a series of seemingly unrelated notes.
Okay. Die Schattenmänner. Verlassene Mine. Massive seismische Aktivität beobachtet. Mögliche Landestelle. Schattenmänner. 113, 110, 23 Uhr. Wald. Kreisender UFO-Schwarm. Intensives Geräusch. Hier ist nochmal ein Aufkleber. Neuer Sticker. Okay. Experimente an Leichen.
UFOs, Shadowmen, experiments on corpses.
It seemed that CJ was unraveling a mystery of his own.
Wait, there's something on the other side. Wow, a color map of Arthurton.
Jenny had
Cool.
never seen a town map with this level of detail before.
I can't believe CJ left this behind. That's so unlike him. He'd be terrified if anyone else found it. I'll keep it safe until I see him again.
Okay. Oh, erstmal die Karte dekorieren. Okay, das heißt mit dem Wagen greifen und jetzt schieben wir den da hinten zu dem Gemälde. Dann können wir nämlich da hochklettern und mal gucken, was dahinter ist. Also das Spiel ist wirklich unfassbar laut manchmal. So. Gemälde
No secrets
bewegen.
between friends, Mr. Strasberry.
Jenny stood on her tiptoes and delicately removed the priceless painting from the wall.
Oops. Aha! Precisely what I was hoping to find.
It was?
Let's see. Lights, bookcases, ladders. I'll cut the power and continue my investigation.
But Jenny knew better than to play with electricity, so she left it alone.
Was? Nein, ausschalten.
It's a simple switch. Perfectly safe.
Oh.
The eerie silence unnerved our tiny hero. But even worse was the dark. Jenny had always been terrified of the dark.
Just breathe. A great detective never succumbs to fear. Looks like that did the trick.
Okay. Sind wir jetzt eigentlich... Wir haben doch sonst immer hier so... Ne, wir sind immer noch hier der Director. Okay. Ja, warum sollte ich jetzt eine andere Lösung suchen, jetzt mal ehrlich. Na gut, sie hat Angst im Dunkeln, aber das hat so sehr gut gemacht. Aber wo muss ich jetzt hin? Ist hier da hoch? Ach, da. So, jetzt aber. Dann gehen wir da hoch. Dann gehen wir hier noch hoch. Zap, 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 zap. So, ich weiß, dass da links die Tür war, aber wir wollen erstmal natürlich mal gucken, ob hier noch irgendwas ist.
The fallen remains of a bookcase blocked Jenny's path.
It looks like a bomb went off in here. It's too precarious to climb over.
Na gut. Okay, können wir dann irgendwie da runter? Da müssen wir, glaube ich, irgendwo auf der rechten Seite dann da lang und die Leiter benutzen. Ich weiß gar nicht, ich weiß, da war eine Tür.
Jenny stopped in her tracks. The sign clearly read, "Wet floor, caution." Her path was blocked.
You're
What?
kidding me, right?
Trampling muddy feet over a perfectly clean floor? She was a maverick, not a monster.
Wow, that really is slippery. It wouldn't be a good idea to leave my footprints everywhere.
Boah, jetzt darf ich ja echt nicht lang gehen. Boah, das ist so ätzend. Na gut. Ah, hier komme ich nicht lang. Na gut. Dann haben wir dann noch die Tür. Außer wir haben hier noch irgendwas. Nee. Na gut.
Rare books. Our most precious collections reside in this temperature-controlled room. Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation. Yeah, we know. It's locked.
Was?
No problem. I'll just pick it.
Jenny was skilled with a lockpick, having watched her mother demonstrate the process countless times. But that was just for fun at home. This was the real world. You couldn't just go around picking other people's locks.
Nein, das ist richtig.
A crime.
Das darf man
A
auch
great
wirklich
detective
nicht.
knows when to bend the rules. And the paperclip she has in her pocket.
Aber ich würde sagen, wir machen es trotzdem.
Mom always says, lockpicking is a subtle art. Move slowly and search for the sweet spot.
Zack. Okay, irgendwas muss da noch sein, ne? Da. Jetzt. Jawohl. Das war's. Das war es gewesen.
Bingo.
Bingo.
It must have been a rush of blood that caused Jenny to act so irrationally. Regardless, she had picked the lock and felt strangely exhilarated. What treasures lay behind the door?
Nix.
Oh, it's empty. Still, that book card could be useful.
Also ich dachte schon, die hat den jetzt mitgenommen. Ich meine, wo will sie damit? Ah, damit klettern wir darüber. Vielleicht. Und wie? Ja, das war doch mal ein Ding. Ey, das klingt
Something's
fest.
blocking the ladder.
Okay. Erstmal suchen. Da haben wir es doch schon.
There's something stuck in the track. Ipsa, scientia, potestas, est. It's the
Ja, das
Dean's ring.
wollte sagen, das ist der Ring vom,
No wonder the ladders were
Strasbury.
malfunctioning. The ring must have caused a short circuit.
Aber warum, wenn der
I'll
Ring...
keep hold of this and return it to the Dean when I see him next. Whoa!
Ja,
An empty library, a fallen bookcase, and now a broken balcony?
This mystery has all the hallmarks of foul play.
ja, was ist denn da passiert? Starker Aufprall.
They say words can't hurt you. In this case, I'd be inclined to disagree. Solid iron and oak, torn apart like a piece of bread. It would have taken some serious force to do this. Something bad happened here.
Und wie?
This is feeling more and more like a crime scene.
And then Jenny saw it. Covered in a ripped curtain and surrounded by broken glass.
It is a crime scene.
Also, dass sie sich so freut, ne? Weil ich meine, sie sucht immer noch... Also sie sucht ja ihre Mutter und den Dekan. Ich würde mal sagen, beides Menschen, die ihr ein bisschen was bedeuten. Also ich glaube, ich an ihrer Stelle wäre jetzt eher nervös geworden. Weil ich befürchte, oder ich erstmal jetzt natürlich nicht hoffe, dass das da drunter, unter diesem Laken, nicht, dass das der Dekan ist. Oder ihre Mutter.
You never forget the first time you see a dead body. It harrows the mind, terrifies the soul, scars you to your very core.
A dead body? No way. This is amazing!
Who lay under that curtain? Who had breathed their last breath? Who had shuffled off this mortal coil to meet their maker?
It could be anyone. I mean, it could be an escaped lunatic from the asylum. Or an axe-wielding maniac on the run from the cops. It could be...
It could be...
Mom?
Exakt.
Oh no. Please, no.
No, you never forget the first time you see a dead body.
Das wird doch jetzt nicht ihre Mutter sein.
Jenny knew it was wrong to disturb the crime scene.
But I have to know who's under here.
Slowly, she drew back the heavy cloth.
Please don't be my mom. Please don't be my mom. Dean Stroudsbury? Thank God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Poor Mr. Stroudsbury. What happened to you?
Was this a terrible accident? Or worse?
Murder!
Her stomach churned. Seeing the Dean's lifeless face, his contorted frame, Jenny felt the urge to run, to get as far away from this horrific sight as possible. Jenny had longed for an adventure, for a real case to solve.
I didn't expect it to be like this.
She gathered herself, took a deep breath, and began to search for clues.
Ich meine, die hatten ja vorher schon mal, ne, wo der Kopf da runtergefallen ist von der Statue, hat ja einer schon gesagt, ne, hier schlechtes Omen. Aber ich meine, wenn der hier liegt, wo ist dann ihre Mutter?
He looks like he's been dead for weeks. His skin is pale and colorless. And there's a strange mark on his neck.
Irgendwas hat er in der Hand.
The Dean's hand was clamped shut around a small object.
That's strange. Rigor mortis usually takes hours to set in. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, Mr. Stroudsbury, but this could be a vital clue. Mom's ID card?
Was?
But that means
Julie LeClue had definitely been here.
she could be the last person to have seen him alive.
She could be the killer.
Impossible. My mother's a forensic expert. She'd never leave such incriminating evidence behind.
But even the smartest criminals made mistakes. Jenny couldn't deny this looked bad for her mum.
If anyone else sees this, they'll jump to conclusions. They'll think my mom's a murderer. Unless
A peculiar thought crossed Jenny's mind.
there's nothing to find.
Removing evidence from a crime scene was highly unethical.
So is planting evidence to frame an innocent person.
She had no proof of that.
I have to do something.
Nee, wir lassen das da.
My mom would kill me if she thought I tampered with evidence. Besides, she's innocent. The truth will come out.
Nee, wir lassen das da. Da kommen wir nur in Teufelsküche mit. Das ist nicht gut.
There are bits of glass and metal debris everywhere. He has burn marks on his hand.
Verbrennung an der Hand. Ach, vielleicht voll mit dem Stoff vor sich
The
festgehalten.
Hawk and the Weasel and other bedtime stories. It could be important. Then again, it could have just joined the Dean for the ride.
Okay, sonst ist hier auch nichts.
It's a book about predicting the future.
Six
I suppose it didn't belong to Mr. Stroudsbury then.
Okay, hier ist eine Uhr.
It's smashed, most likely from the fall. The hand stopped at 3:57 p.m. That gives me a potential time of death.
If Jenny had arrived just a few minutes earlier...
I might have been able to save him.
Ja, aber das darf man, so darf man nie anfangen. Da wirst du, glaube ich, nur unglücklich mit. Wo ist hier der... Da nicht. Hä? Wo ist hier der... Ach, da. Man muss auch da drüber sein, natürlich. Ne? Und dann geht das auch.
The Dean's planner lay open on today's date.
Perhaps I can retrace his steps and create a timeline of events.
Okay, was haben wir denn hier? Also wir haben Personalversammlung.
Looks like he cancelled his meetings on Friday and rearranged lunch with Keith. Oh, poor Keith.
Jenny didn't know how she would break the news to him.
But I should be the one to tell him. Gossip spreads like wildfire in Arthurton.
Auch hier müssen sie ohne mich machen, ne?
He sure was working hard on that speech. I'm sad he won't get to deliver it.
Stimmt, die Rede, Mittags-Campus-Zeremonie, Fakultätsessen, Lagerfeuer, Flüsterwahl, Mitternacht, Ruhestand. Hurra? Fragezeichen. So.
Meet JL. Could that be Mom? Where's Widow's Drop? I've never heard of it.
Donnerstag, Pflanzen gießen, Katze füttern, Müll rausbringen.
Looks like he completed all his chores for the day. I already knew the Dean was meeting Mom here. So where is she now?
Richtig. Wo ist die jetzt? Ich meine, sie war da. Zumindest sieht es danach aus.
A book about chance. What are the odds that this was an accident? Think that's all the evidence I'm going to find here.
She took one last look at the Dean's lifeless body.
I'm sorry, Mr. Strasberry. I promise I'll get to the bottom of this.
Jenny knew she should leave and call the police. But how often did a case like this come along?
Never. There's more to this than meets the eye.
Der erste Fall meines Lebens. Ja, aber wir müssen auch trotzdem die
Some of this
Polizei
evidence
rufen.
must be connected.
So she opened her journal to join the dots.
What was the apparent cause of death?
Okay, was war die augenscheinliche Todesursache? Ja, ich würde mal sagen, der zerschmetterte Balkon. Verbrennung an seiner Hand. An der Schiene der elektrischen Leiter.
It looks like the Dean was thrown from the balcony when he reached down to pick up his ring, which was stuck in the electrified ladder track. He grabbed the curtain, but it didn't slow him down. He landed on a bed of metal and glass debris.
Tja.
What is unusual about the Dean's death?
Ungewöhnlich. Also auf jeden Fall das Gesicht. Ja, das Gesicht und der Hals. Taschenuhr, nee. Ja, ungewöhnlich ist eigentlich nur das Kinderbuch, ne? Ich meine, wenn wir mal uns ein bisschen distanzieren von der eigenen Mutter, das kann halt sein, dass er den in der Hand hat, ne? Wenn die da in der Nähe war. Eigentlich sind die Kinderbücher irgendwie komisch, würde ich sagen.
No, that's not it. I'm missing something.
Okay, das ist es nicht. So Gesicht und Hals will ich aber trotzdem sagen. Kinderbuch dann nicht. Ja, doch Moms Ausweis.
The Dean has a strange mark on his neck. All the skin around his face is gray and gaunt. I've never seen anything like it before. He's holding my mom's ID card, which makes her the prime suspect. But why would she or anyone want to kill Dean Strasberry?
Ich hätte jetzt das Kinderbuch getippt.
Jenny suspected foul play, but what was the motive? Had she missed something?
The watch! The Dean's watch stopped at 3:57 p.m. When I came into the library, the clock tower rang 4 times. The library only has one exit. And I haven't seen anyone but the Dean since I got here.
Which meant, if the Dean was murdered...
The killer must still be here. He's getting away!
Klar.
Jenny could hear police sirens in the distance.
Someone must have tipped them off. I'll catch the murderer and keep him busy until the cops arrive.
Chasing after murderers was hardly the job of a little girl.
Hey you! Stop!
Uh-oh.
Despite surviving her fall without so much as a broken bone, Jenny couldn't help but feel she had failed. As the sirens grew louder, she knew it would only be a matter of time before the sheriff arrived. And then she'd have to explain why she hadn't called for help. But the worst feeling of all was that she had let the killer escape. As she drifted slowly into unconsciousness, Jenny heard a familiar voice. Concerned, gentle, soothing.
Jenny?
Mama!
Oh, Jenny, what have you done?
Mom?
Freeze! You're under arrest!
Uh-oh.
What have I done? I killed him! This is all wrong. Murder in Arthurton? This is not an appropriate story for Jenny LeClue. Poor Dean Stroudsbury. What was I thinking? I've gone too far. Perhaps I should take a break. Come on, Rufus. Let's go for a walk. Clear our heads and work off some of this jam.
Ja, ich würde sagen, den Schreibtisch schauen wir uns in der nächsten Folge dann an. Das ist ja hier, das überschlagen sich die Ereignisse, das ist ja der Hammer. Ja, ich bedanke mich auf jeden Fall recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns dann in einer der nächsten Folgen hier bei Jenny LeClue Detectivu. Und ja, bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen.